Hi everyone, welcome to our April-May prayer update. In this video we will share with you about our most recent conference and outreach event and some stories of students saying yes to Jesus for the first time and as they join in God's mission. We recently had our Breakthrough Conference, which is our first student conference for the year, just before Easter, and it was over a weekend. We were really grateful it was able to go ahead as it just squeezed in before the most recent Brisbane lockdown. It was so good to see lots of UQ students, QT students and Griffith students coming along, and it was encouraging to see our new students in particular get excited for what God is doing on their campus and want to join in outreach with us.
Straight off the back of Breakthrough, we had planned an Easter outreach. The lockdown being announced the day before meant that we had to postpone it by 2 weeks. The plan for it was that we would go and give out free Easter eggs, free hot cross buns to anyone who wanted to chat with us about what Easter meant to them. We had planned to do it straight off the back of Breakthrough because that meant that our brand new students would have been trained in how to share their faith and straight away got to apply it on campus. It wasn't quite as successful in that realm because we had to postpone it by 2 weeks. However, we still managed to approach roughly the amount of people that we would in a typical O week. We even had people coming up to us. At one point, myself and one of the other missionaries, Yasmin, was sitting at the picnic blanket. We were the only ones there, and we had 4 students come up to us. They were essentially queuing to chat with us about God, which was definitely a first for me.
I've been coaching some students in how to share their faith through natural outreach, as in how to share with their natural connections of family, friends, classmates and colleagues. One of the students I've been coaching, he only became a Christian at the end of last year. And it's been really encouraging journeying with him as he has taken bold steps and courageous steps with Jesus to join in his mission. This student has been a bit nervous and a bit anxious. He's been trying really hard to be conversational and gentle in his approach, as well as being truthful. But he's found it challenging and a little bit overwhelming, thinking that he doesn't have enough skills or resources to share about Jesus. In our coaching sessions, I've encouraged him that while he has lots of room to grow in being better equipped to share about Jesus, if he is faithful and obedient, God can and will use him in his mission to build his kingdom. I also reminded him that he does have a lot of skills already. He already knows why he wanted to follow Jesus. He knows what the main message of Christianity is, and he knows how to pray and ask God for help. Those are so essential for helping him share his faith, and he's already got them. I was really excited to hear a little while ago that he brought a friend along to church with him. And he's continuing to pray for this friend and to look for and take opportunities to have spiritual conversations with him.
So good to hear of students, even though they're a bit worried about getting out and sharing their faith, just taking that step anyway. It's really easy for all of us to be just find it challenging or be fearful of what might happen if we share. But God's been teaching us something lately where we've been learning that we just need to be looking for where God's at work already. And when we've looked for where God's at work and we've seen him working, he's continued to use us in unexpected ways. An example of this is back in O Week, we were invited by the UQ radio station to come and tell them a bit about Power to Change and who we are and what we do. And so we sent a few students along, and off the back of that, both of the interviewers were keen to come and check out who we are. They came along to the social. One of them was a Christian, one of them wasn't a Christian, and the guy who was not a Christian I ended up chatting with had coffee with him twice, and during that time he prayed to receive Christ. So it's just one of those things where we didn't even go out of the way, but God just used us as we were willing to say, yep, I'm going to go and be obedient in that space where he's already working.
In other news, I am studying at Bible College this semester. I'm working towards a graduate certificate of Divinity. I'm studying online part-time through Ridley Bible College, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping it will be really helpful in equipping me for my work on campus. Nick and I have also been making time to do some fun things and some exercise on our weekends. I have been playing field hockey, and we made some time to go out water skiing for the first time in I think 2 years.
Yeah, it was nice being out on the water again. Jess and I are always looking for opportunities to streamline our admin, to be able to then spend more time making disciples. So one of the ways that we've done this recently was we came across this great personal finance tracking and budgeting app called Pocketsmith. It's really allowed us to steward our finances well as without having to put too much time and effort into them. It gives us the information that we need to make good decisions around our finances. I would highly recommend checking it out. There'll be a link in the email.
Please keep praying for us. We would love prayer for our upcoming mid-year conference at the end of June. Also, please be praying for those students that we are coaching and we are investing in as they learn how to share their faith on campus and with their natural connections. And also please keep that new Christian in your prayers as he deepens his roots and falls more in love with Jesus. Thank you for your partnership and your prayers and all of your support. Until next time.